What's shaking, everybody? It's your boy King of the Golden State coming at you with a CGC haul. Pretty much my entire shipment of books from CGC came back in. It's no big surprise for me, actually, because I already looked at the grades once I found out they were being shipped anyway. And I want to share them all with you guys. So before I start, you guys know the deal. If you guys are subscribed to this channel, please like this video. Go ahead and like it, and thumbs up, looks like that. Also, you want to be sure to comment down below, tell me what you think. Also, you want to make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. So, got 10 bucks, and we're gonna get this thing started without further ado. And I'm gonna show you what I got from CGC. Where do I begin? Let's start with this one. This one I had a feeling it was gonna come back the way it should came back, and it's fine. This one I got from a friend's family member who recently passed away and had a bunch of comic books they just wanted to get rid of. So this was one of the books that was in that collection. Wasn't very high grade, so a lot of stuff that came in, I was like, all right, that's fine. Given the condition and even after pressing, it still came back 5.5 CGC grade, off-white to white pages for DC Comics Presents. Number 26. That is the first appearance of the new Teen Titans. This is definitely a book that will go on my PC because I never had a copy, and it's a newsstand, and I'm actually fine with this. This is totally cool. I didn't expect this to be a high-grade book, so yeah, pretty excited to actually have a copy of this to begin with. So 5.5 I'm fine with. So got that. Let's see what else I got here. This one, I guess they said has This one right here has problems with the spine, I guess what they say sometimes. But this is Amazing Spider-Man number 361, second printing. This is like my third 361 if you don't count the printings that I had slabbed, and the other two were a 9.6 and a 9.4. This one comes back to me as a 9.6. So second printing 9.6, not tripping. It's a good cover. I was hoping to get a 9.8 as I would hope for any cover, but this is pretty cool. First appearance of Carnage, second printing, and yeah, I was pretty. I'm somewhat pleased with this. This is fine. I guess it had they're not doing greater notes for many of these books these days. Only a few select ones, so I'm not stressing over that. If that's the thing. Let's go a little higher here. Let's see here. I got this one here. Adam the Blue Marvel. This is one I found in a dollar bin at a comic shop, and I think I may have shown this in one of my haul videos. And that came back at 9.6 white pages. I'm slightly disappointed in this grade because I honestly thought after getting it pressed and such that it might come back at 9.8. 9.6 is acceptable, that's fine, but I was kind of hoping that maybe this would come back in a 9.8, but it didn't. But hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you bite the dog and the dog bites you back, so that's how it works. So for 9.6 grade, it's still a pleasing grade, so I'm not worried about it. Let's see what else we got here. This one is another one here. Nova number 1. I'm kind of, I guess, like Nemesis Prime. Shout out to Nemesis Prime and 3 Men in the Basement. I'm kind of trying to hoard these up because there's talk about this character Nova showing up in the movies pretty soon. First appearance of Richard Rider, Dick Rider. Nova number 1. I thought this book would come back like an 8.5 or an 8.0 because I thought the corners were not as sharp, in my opinion. But apparently they had a different opinion and graded this a 9.6. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue about it. So my other copy is a 9.8, and having this as a 9.6 white pages is fine. So nothing to worry, nothing to cry milk about. So yeah, it was pretty cool to see this. Spirits. Put that away. Now, I guess we can get into this. Let's get into this right now. went to an antique shop, and I went to I forgot where I got this other book from, but they're both the same book. And I'm still trying to work on getting these to a point where I was hoping to get a 9.8 for this. I already know what the grades are, but you already know that when I said I was trying to get it to a 9.8, I don't know if it's a giveaway, but this one came back a 9.6, as well as this one. And I don't know. I think honestly it's because there's like a nick on the back of these, because it's so difficult to get a 9.8 on an Amazing Spider-Man 301, because one, the front cover is white, and of course the back is black. So shout out to Dragon's Lance, Forgotten Realms and such, but you need to get these covers completely white on one side, completely black on the other side, and for a good chance of getting a 9.8. I thought these had a chance, but the fact they were both graded 9.6s, white pages, I guess you could say I'm slightly disappointed, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'll be honest, I feel like I'm getting closer, because the difference, the price difference between a 9.6 and a 9.8 is, I'll be honest with you, is $1,000. This is not nowhere near it. So there's a big difference between that. So before, I used to get like a 9.2, a 9.4, and now I'm currently at a 9.6 for both copies I found. And that's fine. So, you know, I feel like I'm digging deeper into my adventure. So this one's got darker blues than that Amazing Spider-Man, or maybe it's closer, probably because it's closer to the light, but it's a beautiful cover nonetheless. Well, since we're on the subject of Spider-Mans, this one I got was an ASM 300, and I thought it looks so clean that I thought it was going to be a 9.8. And if you guys see my Instagram story, you guys probably know I was pretty frustrated over it. But ASM 300, this book I thought was clean enough, got pressed, and it came back a 9.0, which really hurts. It really irritates me too. So I had to do some further looking. I think there's a couple of spine, like tiny spine ticks on the side here. Like, it's hard for it to be brought up on camera, or even in the light. I think there's a tick or two, and it really broke my heart. This one really broke my heart. I mean, I'm grateful that it's a 9.0 to say the least, but I thought, man, this has looking at the book, I thought it was really going to have a 9.8 chance, but I guess I have to retrain my eyes a little bit better. But there's maybe some tiny, if the spine ticks are there, if the spine ticks are present, it's very, very minimal. And I thought pressing it out would have helped, but apparently it didn't. So to get in, I know I'm probably going to end up selling this book at some point down the line. So, and I love this cover. Honestly, I would have a bundle of these if I could. Like, if I had a time machine, yes, I would grab a stack of these off the shelf. But yeah, it is kind of heartbreaking, and that's fine. I mean, like I said, I've had a 9.0 before, and the worst part was I sent it in to get signed at a McFarlane signing, and it came back an 8.5, and that hurt even more. So I thought about sending this one out to the McFarlane signing this coming year, and I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to play Fate again. So I'm probably just going to flip this or keep it, or both, or one or the other. I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, that one kind of hurt. This was kind of a hurtful haul, actually. I got another one here, which I'm really fine with, because I forgot how I got. No, I bought this from an Instagrammer. That's where I bought it from, and I got it for pretty cheap too. Captain Marvel 14. The way it looked. I mean, this one I bought from somebody, I think it was Incredible Comics, but he no longer has an Instagram anymore. And it came in the mailbox bent. So I sent it to Rocket Comics, it pressed out and so forth. And it came back in 9.4. And that was kind of the grade I was kind of expecting. Because I was thinking a 9.4 or maybe 9.2 at the worst. But yeah, when I saw it in the mailbox bent, I was kind of heartbroken. but I kind of expected it to come out maybe a 9.4, at the best, but it's still good. So this will probably stay on my PC, being the fact that it's like a pricey book even at that grade right now. So yeah, this one is first appearance of Kamala Khan and so forth. There's so much going on with that title. This one I also got from my friend's collection, who I guess it was a friend of his collection that he sold to me. So New Mutants 87. I'm hoping for a 9.8 here. I saw the grades before they shipped. So when I thought, I was thinking, all right, it's got to be a 9.8 or I don't know. In the back of my mind, I was thinking maybe it's not a 9.8. Came back a 9.6, and that's fine. I mean, this will stay in my personal collection for now, unless I find another copy or at least get up to a 9.8. I've had a 9.8 of New Mutants 87 before. I don't mind trying to make that adventure, trying to work on getting a 9.8 at some point down the line. So this is still a good cover, despite how terrible of an artist Rob Liefeld is and how much of a biter he is. But I don't like talking shit, but that's as far as I'm gonna go. But yeah, it's a good cover. Definitely one of those covers I remember from back in the day. So 9.6 New Mutants 87. And last but not least, this is my book I found at the flea market a couple months ago, and I said I had to get this pressed and slabbed at some point, because this particular book, I thought, man, did they really lead us in this pile of other crappy magazines and whatever? And I had to pick it out for $1. One of the best investments I've gotten. Malibu Sun number 13. Of course, the Spawn on the cover, and it was, Spine Tech to be damned and everything. It was kind of a mess, and I sent it to Rocket Comics to pressed out. And I was thinking, all right, maybe let's come back a 6 or 5.0 or 4.5. Came back an 8.5. And let's not forget, this is not just any Malibu Sun with the Spawn. This is also the Error variant, and it was sitting at some raggedy flea market for $1, just sitting there. I was like, what the hell is this book doing here? And it wasn't in a bag, and it wasn't even in a bag and board. It wasn't even like it was pretty much, the spine was kind of bent pretty good, but it was still a readable book. It was full fine. So when I was at the flea market, I just took that, got it off the person for $1, and yeah, for the price this book goes on its own right now as an Error variant, it's a high grade book. So 8.5 is considered high. Yeah, I would say this book goes for about $500, $600. They didn't know what they had. They did not know what the hell they had. So yeah, now I have it, and this is my third copy of Malibu Sun, except this is my first copy of the Arrow variant, or Arrow edition or whatever. So yeah, that's about it, guys. That's all I got from CGC. I'm trying to send some more books out, probably by the middle of the next month or so. So this might actually be my last CGC shipment of the year, because it's so close to the end of November that by the time I get anything else, will probably be in January. So that's it, guys. You know the deal. Thumbs up, comment down, below. Also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And if you have subscribed, tell your friends to subscribe. So why not? All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.